Have you ever heard of Tamar? Her story is one of the most shocking and controversial in the entire Bible, and it's hidden right in the middle of the Joseph narrative in Genesis. Most people skip right over it, but today, we're going to uncover this untold story, and trust me, you won't see it coming. So, who was Tamar? She was a Canaanite woman who married into the family of Judah, one of Jacob's 12 sons. Her first husband was Judah's eldest. The Bible says was wicked in the sight of the Lord, so God took his life, leaving Tamar a childless widow. Now, back then, there was a law called levirate marriage. This meant if a man died without children, his brother was obligated to marry the widow to continue the family line. So, Judah told his second son, Onan, to marry Tamar. But Onan was selfish. He didn't want to raise a child that wouldn't be considered his heir. So, he took steps to ensure Tamar wouldn't get pregnant. This act was so displeasing to God that Onan also died. Suddenly, Tamar was a widow twice over. Judah had one more son, Shelah, but he was still young. Judah, probably fearing Shelah would also die, told Tamar to go back to her father's house and wait until Shelah was grown. But it was an empty promise. Judah never intended to give Shelah to her. Tamar waited patiently, but Shelah grew up, and Judah still didn't call for her. She was left in a state of limbo, a widow with no husband, no children, and no future. She realized she had been betrayed and abandoned by her father-in-law. Judah had failed in his duty to her. This is where the story takes a wild turn. Tamar decides to take matters into her own hands to secure her rightful place and lineage. She heard that Judah was traveling to a nearby town, so she took off her widow's clothes, put on a veil, and sat by the side of the road, disguised as a prostitute. Judah, on his way, saw her and didn't recognize her. He propositioned her, and she agreed, but she was clever. For payment, she didn't ask for money. Instead, she asked for his signet, his cord, and his staff as a pledge until he could send her a young goat. These were his personal items, his symbols of identity and authority. Judah agreed and then went into her, and she conceived. Later, Judah sent his friend with the goat to pay the woman and get his items back, but no one could find her. Judah, embarrassed, just let it go. About 3 months later, news reached Judah, "Your daughter-in-law Tamar is pregnant." Judah was furious. According to the law, this was a grave sin, punishable by death. He commanded, "Bring her out and let her be burned." She didn't accuse him outright. Instead, she sent the items he had given her and said, "I am pregnant by the man who owns these. Please identify them." He was exposed. He had to publicly admit his guilt, saying, "She is more righteous than I, since I did not give her to my son Shelah." Tamar's story is shocking, but it's a powerful tale of a woman who refused to be a victim of injustice. She used the very system that oppressed her to claim her rights. And here's the most incredible part. Tamar gave birth to twin sons, Perez and Zerah. And through the line of Perez, centuries later, came King David, and eventually, Jesus himself. Yes, this woman, with her controversial and desperate act, is an ancestor of the Messiah. Mentioned by name in the genealogy in the book of Matthew, her story reminds us that God often works through messy human situations and unlikely people to fulfill his divine plan. What do you think about Tamar's actions? Was she justified? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story as fascinating as I do, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the Bible's hidden stories.